Hi Libra, welcome to your timeless empowerment and love reading. This oracle card reading is for Libra Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, or maybe there is something in the title that caught your attention. We are, after all, an amalgamation of a bunch of zodiac signs, so there could be a message in here for you. These readings I chose to make timeless because they are about empowerment, love, relationships, and we all go through different things at different times. So that I believe that this video will find you when the time is right for you. If you are new here, my name is Debbie Dubois. Welcome to my channel. We talk here about self-empowerment, we talk about spiritual awakening, and I really like to talk about the incoming new love relationship blueprint. I'd like you to know that if you'd like to contribute your energy in a greater way to this video so that I can more easily tune into your energy and also read for you in future videos, go ahead and like the video, subscribe. That really helps me tune into your energy as part of my collective. So let's get started, Libra. We're going to first pull a card from the Intuit Soul Expansion Trio. And this is about healing. So we're going to look at what healing focus we are going to look at for Libra today. What healing focus are we going to look at? Belonging. Oh my goodness, my cat's going nuts. She always does at the start of my videos. And by the way, that Christmas tree, I've said it in each of the videos for this zodiac round. That's got a bunch of crystals in it, and I really enjoy meditating with it. I enjoy at night just sitting there and chilling with my tree. So I have decided not wait to take it down. Although I just got some beautiful curtains, and I think it's coming down soon. All right, so we're using the focus deck from the Intuit Soul Expansion Trio as well to figure out what area are we looking to belong in, because belonging can be, gosh, anything. All right. And sometimes I do pull a card and go, yeah, that doesn't feel right. That just happened to me. All right, hang on a second. Let's see what we got. All right. Support. Belonging as it relates to support. All right, so that's going to be interesting. This reading, then, I am going to go ahead and use the Intuit Oracle. This is the deck I'm using. I'll take a moment right now to let you know that Intuit Oracle is the unofficial sponsor of my channel. It is my business with Kimberly Aria. We create cards that have keywords on it so that anyone can read cards for themselves. And that's how I used to do tarot and some other things, but once I got using these cards, I never looked back. I never wanted to use any other cards. The first card we got is Soulmate. Well, that's interesting. Why did Soulmate come to my mind when this is Stalemate? I mean, it's a similar word, but Soulmates. That's coming in this reading somehow. That's a stalemate. There's a heart, and I'm not surprised that Libras have hearts involved. I know a lot of you Libras out there, a lot of Libra friends. I'd say more Libra friends than any other sun sign. All right, so we got the mask. So yeah, Kimberly and I started the company because we wanted to have, a way to teach people how to use their own inner knowing. And so while it's a lot of fun to have people read for you, and there's definitely a place for it, there is nothing like being able to read for yourself. And I do all the time at the church. Yeah, I read for myself all the time. It's one of the magical things that I think I've discovered is really tuning into my own inner knowing for my own circumstances. So that I always, I can always dive deep into myself. It's a permission slip. It's a tool. That's it. All right, let me see. And we also got the letter. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Belonging and support. Wow. There's a lot of different things going on in this reading. We got the snowflake. Handling with care. Yeah, it seems like there's, oh, we got butterfly. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting reading. We got the scythe, sudden something, sudden metamorphosis, because it's right next to the butterfly. We also got the happy bouquet, which I'm sure Libras would like to see, you know, the happy, harmonious love and warmth. We got love and warmth again. So there's something going on here with love and warmth and, okay, but we got some kind of catalyst as well. All right, well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to need a moment to go ahead and really dive into these cards. And sometimes cards will speak to you faster than others, but with so many keywords on cards, like what I like to do is I like to just spend time sort of mesmerized looking at the different words and making connections to the different cards. And before you know it, messages start coming to me. So I'm going to switch to my overhead view, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at what these cards mean for Libra. Okay, I'm not going to lie. This took me a little bit of time to really dive into. But what I am going to say is this. Everything that I know about Libra is so much about love and being in a state of love and tranquility and being at peace. And something has been blocking your peace. And it may, I mean, we're looking here at healing the need to belong and in the way of support. Like, I almost feel like some of you are not feeling supported or have not been feeling supported maybe over the last period of time. However, this is what sort of jumps out at me here is that the butterfly is saying that there's some change coming. There's a reinventing of yourself. There's change coming. You're opening up to more things, and you're going to have more like a sudden, unexpected release into this energy. Because I almost feel like the need for belonging and support has been so important in the I want to say the old energies. It's almost, this is almost a codependent energy, you know, looking at the support, the little girl feeling sorry for herself, needing someone to hold her, needing someone to care about her. This almost feels like the injury I'm getting, and a real need to belong. And the universe is asking you right now, it is really time for you to heal this stuff, because we're getting ready to go into a new, completely new era where it's more about self-empowerment, right? It's about self-empowerment. It's almost like whatever's going on right now is a catalyst to get you to that space. So, you know, I'm sitting here looking at the mask, and the words fake it till you make it come to mind. This is the need to literally try on the mask that says, I'm going to be in my own power. All right. I'm going to be in my own power. I am going to, hang on a second. We're looking at the bouquet. I am going to sit in an energy of love, gratitude, appreciation for what I have. You've got two of these cards here, okay? It's almost like, and look at this, is happy, love, beauty, bliss, fulfillment. I'm jumping between the two cards here. Appreciation, open, warmth, caring. All of these, this is the energy that the universe is asking you to move into. And I almost want to say, completely fake it till you make it. And, you know, the appearance of the church here, this reminds me of just community. It reminds me of traditional community. You know, the day where you get all of your, you know, I want to say going back a number of decades where everyone get kind of revolved around the church. There was a lot of, you know, support from the church, but there was a lot of interactions. The families, you know, would belong to the church. You'd have families that know each other from church. There was a lot of this but the church is very dogmatic. It's very traditional. And it is really the whole collective consciousness. And the collective consciousness is all about belonging and support. So we have come up in a society that is all about external belonging and support. And that can leave you in an energy of disempowerment and feeling that, you are not enough. You need, especially, look at this. This is a little girl that needs a man to hold her. Do you see that? And it starts young. It starts young. And so I feel that maybe you've been feeling like, all right, let's say this is a good point. Let's say you're in a relationship. All right, you're in a relationship where you feel like you really need this person. It's very possible that this is making you feel almost blocked, right? It like no way out. Like, I don't know how to get out of this. And you might not even want to be with this person, but you don't know how to get out of it because you're so in need of belonging and support that you hang on to that. And this is a situation that the snowflake is calling for. This is something that needs to be handled with care. You may be feeling in a bit of a fragile state. You may be feeling a little bit, frozen with, I'm not sure what to do. I really want to belong. I really need support. I really need to have this, some kind of traditional something. And yet the universe is basically saying, hey, it's time. It's time to make a change. Something has to happen to liberate you, to make you feel more free, to feel more happy. And this is where the catalyst comes in, right? The catalyst is saying, listen, there's some effort required here. What's the effort? Fake it till you make it. Now I'm gonna go into my own knowing and my own energy on what this faking it till you make it means that isn't really coming from the cards. Okay, in terms of faking it until you make it, the bellows is really basically saying there is some effort required here. There is some effort required for you to, I want to say, focus on your own time, focus on you more, focus on things that make you really happy. And I'm getting the feeling that you already know what some of these things are that make you happy. There are certain things that you love to do. There's certain things that that you like to do by yourself. And I would almost say that this fake it until you make it is about carrying that out and really diving deep into some of the things that brings you joy. Again, not all of the message that's coming through actually has to do with the cards, but it's really the energy of the cards, because the heart and the bouquet, and I want to say the metamorphosis, is that to me this represents inner healing and inner love and inner belonging. That's what I'm getting, inner belonging. There's a real need in this particular case to heal the need for outside support and get inside support. And I think that that's kind of what's been blocking you. It's like you need someone to tell you that everything's going to be okay. And the fake it till you make it part is, it's almost like you gotta write yourself some memos. This is a metaphor, right? Not literal, although you might feel good writing stuff down. But it's almost like you've got to tell yourself what you need to hear. And I want to say positive affirmations can be a really good way to do that. Positive affirmations. I'm listening to some subliminals, and they come with really good affirmations. So faking it till you make it means, put on a show for yourself. Like, really take the mask of positive affirmations around feeling good about yourself. I am enough. I love myself. I love doing things by myself. I love, fill in the blank, whatever it is that you love doing. And that is going to help. I want to say it's almost like a reprogramming of the mind out of this. It's almost like a collective consciousness energy. Like, you feel like you have to belong to this bigger whole. And we are all a part of that bigger whole. But at the same time, you can see that when we need outside confirmation from others to support us, what happens when we don't have that? We start feeling like weaker. We start feeling more insecure. We're not as inner directed. Um, and yeah, but what I want to say about this is I feel like the universal energies are actually at play here, because when we've got the skies, that's something unexpected happening. That's a surprise. That's a unexpected release. This is a ripping off of the band-aid. You may have circumstances that are, literally requiring you to change this, And it might be because you don't have the outside support you need. And the universe is saying, hey, you're not going to move forward from this stalemate until you put in the effort required to literally fake it until you make it, in terms of being in your own power. And some of you may be at different places in that. You may already have like found things about yourself that you feel really good when I always bring up working out because that's one of my passions. And when you go, like, say, work out, or you're a painter, or you like, I don't know, making things, you've got projects, or maybe you're just diving into subjects that you're studying. The stuff that you get lost in is the stuff that when you start spending more time doing those things, you're going to feel, and this is that fake it until you make it, you're going to realize that time can pass and that you can find things to do with your time that really strengthen your sense of self. And this is what's going to bring you that heart, love, joy, happiness. There's creativity right there. Expressive, art is actually on this card. So find that inner expression. And that's what I know that's kind of like not maybe the strongest way to say it, fake it till you make it, but to literally put forth the effort to do something where you spend time doing things that you love doing, that bolsters your sense of self. And maybe in terms of, the message I'm getting is belonging with yourself. You need to belong with yourself. And then what you are becomes a direct reflection in your world, and you will naturally draw to you the right kind of support, not the codependent kind of support, if that makes sense. Okay, well, that was a very interesting reading. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at the love relationship, which, listen, belonging and support and the love relationship, and we've started to touch on it in this reading. I'm going to stick with the Intuit Oracle, and we're going to go ahead and shuffle the cards, give it another shuffle. I want to say that this belonging and support is really going to translate for you into the things that either block you or move you forward in relationship. I mean, I'm talking about the kind of relationship, when I'm talking about the new relationship blueprint, I'm talking about a different kind of love that has not existed on this planet, because everything has been constructed for codependence. And the new relationship blueprint has none of that. There's no codependence in there. There can be interdependence, there can be sharing. But when you need someone outside of yourself to give you the support that you that you require to make your dreams come true, then you're really placing your success in someone else's hands, right? So that's the whole thing about empowerment, is it's not necessarily, I think people misinterpret that it's about like becoming your own person, and like, oh, you don't need anybody else. That's not true. We do need other people. We definitely need other people. But it's so that we can share what we are and get the joy, and give the joy that comes along with that. And you just cannot do that if you are busy looking at what you're not getting. All right, so we've got the teacups. Let's see, teacup. We've got the winding road. We have the helm. It's interesting. This particular deck is a new version of the Intuit Oracle that has 180 cards in it. And we had a whole new Lenormand deck added. That's 36 new cards in this deck. Those are 3 new cards, which is so fascinating. The Winding Road says that this is taking the long way, exploring, self-discovery, and the containing one's emotions. That's kind of like the mask, right? It's like almost like faking that you're feeling really, really independent and secure until you are. We've got the Bird on the Wire, which is a little bit about gossip and untrustworthy people talking behind your back. Now think about that with belonging and support. All right. Oh, we got the mask again. It's a really strong indication that that card has a super, super big message for you. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, it seems that you're charting a course to your freedom right now with the Helm. And we got another spirituality card like the Church. This is very much like the Church energy because it is about necessity, convictions, duty, right? Destiny, spirituality. Okay, we're looking from a love relationship, and here you are. I'm going to say this is the divine feminine energy in this, and most of you that are listening are really in your divine feminine energy, and it does look, oh, we got the heart card again. Looks like my candle went out. Oh, well. Kind of knew it was a small candle. Let's see here. Gosh, we got the heart again. You're facing the heart. This is really important. This is an important time for Libra. That inner support, that inner belonging is going to have a lot to do with, we've got doubts here. We've got clouds. The sun is coming out on the heart. So that means that you're coming out of maybe a dark period in love. Let's find out what the other cards have to, what's this last card here in this aisle? Oh, we've got, okay, so we've got some kind of partnership and commitment here. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the messages are coming through pretty clear to me on this. And I don't know if this is just the collective that is watching this video right now, but some of you are in some kind of a partnership right now that you have doubts about. That's what I'm getting. And I'm not really sure what that means, except that it's like, the sun, the doubt is on the right side of the card with the darkness and the clouds. There's hesitations, there's doubts, there's confusion. There's confusion about an agreement, a contract of love, rings being, that committed partnership, an agreement, a promise that you have, right? And I want to say with the word karma on there, it could be a karmic situation, but at the same time, that doesn't always mean it is. It just means that, what goes around comes around, and there's something to be worked out here. Listen, everything is working out towards bringing in the new love relationship blueprint. And so just because there's some struggles here with a relationship, or you might be having some doubts, does not mean that it's not able to be transmuted and transcended. It's just as if that person, is the right person at the right time, or if it happens to be a counterpart situation. It really just depends on the relationship. But you're longing for that you're right here, you're longing for the kind of love that you get. And I want to say belonging and support is one of the things that you treasure in relationships, right? So you're sitting here wanting this, but you've got some stuff that's in the way right now. You've got some stuff in the way. And what this is asking is, this is going to be a process for you. Patience will be needed. The winding road is something takes a little bit longer to develop. It's a leisurely pace, but you're charting your course to freedom right now. Okay. You are going places according to this card. You're just going there in sort of a slower, steady way. And I'm going to tell you something and I'm chilling on this actually. I have discovered with the new relationship blueprint that going at a slow pace is absolutely critical. And I'll tell you why. Because when things move fast, you don't have a chance to really work through and feel what's sticking, what doesn't feel right, what doesn't align with your highest good, right? you've made a lot of shifts and transformations over the last several years. And there's a huge change happening at the realm level. So to go slowly is to allow your higher self to point out to you the things that are hidden, the things that you don't know about yourself, that you thought, oh yeah, I've done all my work. Well, there's probably things that you don't know. And if things go very slowly and things shift slowly, it's actually, someone said to me once, you need to slow down to speed up. And that's coming to me right now. It's a super strong message for Libra. In order for you to achieve the destination that you're looking for, you're charting a course right now with intention to say, I'm going to take this slowly and steadily. But each slow movement you make is literally going to move you through faster than you would get there otherwise. All right. The teacups, I love this card because this is you time. This is time for you to, I want to say, there's a possibility that we can look at this card as someone containing their emotions, and maybe that has to do with a relationship that you're in, right? And maybe them containing their emotions is what is making you feel like you're not supported and belonging in this connection. But what the teacup offers up to me is that calming traditional you time energy. This is reflection time. This is time for you to sit and really reflect on the winding road that you're on. This is a self-discovery path. And it requires a lot of patience. And I'll tell you, I've been sitting here, this bird on a wire card. I'm going to just feel into this because what I feel is maybe some of the feelings you're having of being unsupported is actually translating into, like, you're projecting that out into the world, and there you might find that there are people that are not being supportive. They're talking behind your back, or you feel like people are gossiping about you, and you're feeling in this untrustworthy. What is untrustworthy? The lack of support, right? So this is maybe your friend group in terms of the relationship that you're in, or a relationship that is coming in, or maybe it's just in general. This projection, this is what I feel about this is projection, but this is theater. This is performance. This is just showing up for you if you have this in your life, and that might not apply to you. This is just for maybe a collective of people that are feeling like not supported, like you don't fit in, like you don't belong. And this might be a very big reason, right? If you don't feel like you belong and there's this energy of untrustworthiness of the people around you, I want to say that could very well be a projection of your own feelings of codependency. And the universe at this point is saying, nope, we're not doing codependency anymore. So we have to find a way to strengthen yourself, your self-discovery, your personal growth. And you need to do this at a leisurely pace with conviction of where you're going. You've got to have the steering wheel in your hands. Now, the fact that you're looking at love, the heart card, it's all about, this is what you desire. This is what you're looking for. But you may be looking for it outside yourself. That's what I'm getting because of these cards. These cards are telling me that because you have this need for belonging and support, you're feeling like you don't have this, right? And then you're having doubts about, this might just be doubts that there's even anyone coming in. Maybe there isn't anyone in, but this is your wish for it. And this is, I doubt it's coming in, but this card is here to tell you that the clouds, are revealing a sun, and the sun is shining on the hearts. So it is something that's coming in. And I want to say the cross. The cross is, if you're stuck in an energy of, I almost want to say in this particular case, some of you may be feeling poor me. I'm just saying. You might not be, though. You might just be feeling conviction and, that this is an absolute conviction that I've got to change this, that I've got to do something different because I'm worth it. I'm important. This can also be divine guidance. This may be calling you to connect with your inner being to get the answers on this slow journey. So I feel it's a really important time for Libra right now. I think that Libra has done a lot of work, like I said, over the last couple of years. And in order for you to make this leap to love, I think the universe is trying to bring this to your attention so that you can become aware. Awareness is something that I'm finding is coming out in just about every reading right now. Empowerment right now is about becoming aware of the last things that your soul is trying to work on so that you can bring in the kind of love that you're looking for. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and pull an Empower card. This is messages from your higher self, messages from the universe. And let's just see what it says. Being your beautiful self, your authentic self, is the greatest contribution you can make to the world. And I want to say that is exactly what this whole empowerment path is about. It's about bringing your authentic self to the world. And the authentic self is a journey. It's not, I guess you could say it's also a destination, because eventually that's what, if you want to call it ascension, if you want to call it ultimate spiritual growth, whatever you want to call it, it's all about bringing out your inner beauty. Who are you really? Not who do you think you are, right? Not who do you think you are? Not who do other people think you are, which is ultimately a projection of you, but who are you really? And who are you really? Love. That's who you are really. And when you're in the space of love and joy and balance and harmony, that's when you align with that highest partnership. And I think that, when we think of love readings, everyone wants to go, oh, who's coming in, right? Who's coming in or when? Yeah. It's going to come in when you're aligned with it. And I think that what the universe is doing right now is so powerful this year to bring us into our authentic self. And it is going to feel like a pressure cooker. It is going to feel like something is bearing down on you. But ultimately, this is what you're going to achieve. You're going to achieve your freedom. You're going places now. You've got the self-determination to move into your authentic self, because this is where your every success lies, not just with love, but if you want to have a sense of belonging, first belong with yourself, right? And support yourself. This is what the authentic self does. But then it's reflected outward, and you get just the magical storybook that you've been looking for, that exists, Libra. So anyways, I'm going to leave that there. And I want to say thank you, Libra, so much for spending this time with me, for allowing me to read cards for you. I would love to know your feedback. I would love to know if any of this really spoke to your soul, or if you felt like you got anything that will, move you forward, or maybe help situations that you find yourself in. I really do love getting comments, and I love to respond. So I appreciate any feedback that you might have. Also, I want to let you know that I did a video for 2025. It's a card reading that kind of gives you an idea of this crazy world we're in and what's likely, with some potential predictions and things like that. And I also put together 10 practical tips and coping strategies for staying sane in this crazy year. So those are 2 videos that you might want to check out. Anyways, thank you so much for the time that you have spent with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.